What's going on, guys? Sam Adams here, and this is a kind of video that I have not made on this channel really in quite a while. I think it was probably about last July or August whenever I hit, I believe it was 400 subscribers, I think. Maybe 500, I'm not really sure, but either 400 or 500, I made the Chill in Real Life channel, which is linked on my banner. You can go subscribe to that if you'd like for whenever I do upload something to it eventually. But that was originally supposed to be kind of the In Real Life channel, because on my Twitch channel, my name is Pretty Chill Guy. Pretty Chill Guy 311 if you wanted to look me up and follow me on Twitch. But whenever I was streaming on there, people wanted to have an in real life channel, so I made one on YouTube. I uploaded to it for a while. There's a good handful of videos on there, but I never really get around to uploading to it because it does take a little bit more effort than I originally anticipated that it would, because I do have to carry around a camera with me. I do have to, you know, take it with me whenever I go to work, whenever I go to the gym, whenever I go to college or anything like that, and I have done a couple of days in the life, so to speak, but they always are just kind of repetitive, and for the most part, they're the same thing. I get up in the morning and I go to college. I get up and, obviously, I don't get up twice. I go to college, and then I come home and either go to work or go to the gym, or whenever I don't have to work, I'll go to the gym in the morning and then go to college and then come home and make a video, something along those lines, and it pretty much just repeats day after day, and I like it that way, but obviously it's not very entertaining material, so, I kind of canned the In Real Life channel stuff for a while, but I'll probably upload to that channel whenever I go on vacation, if I ever do go on vacation or anything along those lines. Something significant happens that has no relation to gaming whatsoever. But that's where I decided to bring back this rambling series, because it's kind of where the channel started from. I did a rambling playlist that I will link down below, or I suppose this video will be a part of that playlist. But it's pretty much just where I talk about what's going on in my life and things that I'm playing, anything that really comes to mind. It's just kind of a time for us to sit down and really communicate and talk back and forth without having a whole bunch of, you know, gaming news and whatnot cluttering the relationship that you and I have. This is our one-on-one. This is me and you, man. Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing anymore. Yeah, so... to start things off, this past week, I ended up getting kind of snowed / iced in. And of course, if you guys aren't aware or you're not in America, there is this giant winter storm called Winter Storm Jonas that rolled through and pretty much took out the majority of the eastern seaboard. Or at least it did from like Georgia to, I would say, I guess around Maryland or so. And in my area, we primarily got snow and sleet and freezing rain, but more sleet than either of the other two. And so it was kind of just a slushy, icy mess that refroze several times, and it ended up canceling school for me one day. I wasn't able to go into work on Friday or Saturday, and on top of that, if you guys go back and look at a couple of videos from the past few days, I had a pretty big cold going on. Not really sure what it was, but my voice got really deep and scratchy, and I sounded like shit, to be honest. And so I called into work on Friday, it got closed on Saturday, and then everything kind of started back on Sunday, and now I'm back on the regiment. But I wasn't able to go to the gym for a few days, which of course, if you guys have watched several of my rambling videos, or you've seen the Chill in Real Life stuff, I do go to the gym a good bit, and for me to not go for more than 2 or 3 days, it really puts a damper on the charisma. It puts a damper on how I'm feeling, you know. It's just kind of like, oh, I have so much energy built up. I feel like I've just been eating and playing video games and not doing anything else. I have to get out and move, which is actually what I'm going to do as soon as I get this video done and uploaded and ready to go live on the 27th. Yeah, that's what I'm going to go do right now. But it was kind of a shitty weekend because I did have to wait for that storm to pass. I did have to wait for the roads to clear and whatnot. And I couldn't really drive anywhere. But the bright side of that is I did save a good bit on gas. So I guess you can look at it that way. But things are starting to get rolling with the second semester of college. Of course, if you guys don't know, I am a freshman in college. So I'm starting to get kind of into the gist of how my life is going to be over the next 4 years. And I do live at home, which is fine. As you can see, I have a nice room, I have a nice YouTube channel, I have video games and whatnot to play, and I have a job, so things are going fairly well. But with this second semester, one thing I've realized is that there is nothing in my life that is going to make me good at math. There is absolutely no way I am going to be a productive math doer in college, if that's a thing. This semester I'm taking statistics, which is pretty much just probability and seeing, I guess the way I can describe it accurately is that you have a population. Say that you have, hold on, I'm gathering pins and whatnot as an example. let's say you have these pins as your population. Now you have no idea how many pins I have here. You know, you don't really know. But now you can take a sample, and this might be one pin out of however many pins I have in total. And then you can look at the traits of this pin, and you can assume that the rest of these are going to be pins and that they're going to write and other things. You can assume something about the population by taking an example from the sample. And overall, that's something that's pretty useful, especially considering that I'm going to school to be a journalist. So I can definitely use this kind of statistics learning and this kind of statistics information to help me in my career. So it's not necessarily completely useless, but the way they describe it is kind of pointless. Instead of just saying things like average, or if you wanted to say sample or anything like that, you have to use hold on, I'll draw them out for you. There are like a whole bunch of little symbols and whatnot for what you are going to have to be describing. So here on my Dunder Mifflin pad, the top left, I suppose it's my left, maybe your right, I don't know, that's delta, and then there's X bar, and then there's M for mu. And that's just pretty much just two different kinds of average, and then I believe it's mean or something along those lines. I just suck at math, and when you abbreviate stuff and throw letters into the mix, it's even worse. So, yeah, statistics is going okay. I just finished the homework, which is sitting right here. It's normally what's sitting right here, if you've ever wondered what's on this side of the desk. Yeah, so I've been working on that. I switched out one writing class for another writing class, and I have to write my literacy narrative, which is pretty much who sponsored me, who inspired me, who drug me through the education system and got me to the point that I am at today, which is a very easy thing because I'm great at writing, which is why I'm going to school to be a journalist, and main reason why I do this kind of thing, because if you don't know, my normal videos are pretty scripted out, and I am pretty good at, sorry, my watch went off, PlayStation Music sent me an email, but I am pretty good at talking in public and, you know, carrying on a conversation or giving a speech. You know, you just have to be very very precise about the way you pronounce things, and I'm good at that, so that's why I'm doing a journalism kind of course for my career, and writing is a huge part of that, so I've just kind of gotten accustomed to having it be a part of my everyday life, and yeah, so that's what I've been up to. I've been playing a ton of Fallout when it comes to stuff that I've been playing. I originally wasn't fond of Fallout, to be honest, and I'm not really sure why. I bought it on day one. I probably played it for about 6 or 7 hours on day one, maybe 6 or 7 hours on day two, and then I just kind of started dribbling down to where it was like 2 hours, 1 hour, 30 minutes, 15 minutes, 5 minutes, and then I gave up and played something else, and then I just didn't touch it for a few months. And now, boom, here I am back into it big time. I'm about to finish the main storyline, and then I'm going to start on the side quest and kind of work my way through it, but I am not installing any mods. I am playing it on PC, so I do have a ton of mods that I could install for it. But I just kind of want to experience it the way Bethesda intended for it to be experienced, and I'm trying to get the grasp or get the gist of how you're going to do all of these settlement things. I'm still not entirely 100% sure of how to, you know, further the progression of a settlement per se, but it's coming along fairly well. You know, I'm not going for a 100% achievement with the trophies or anything like that, or achievements, I suppose it is on Steam. But I am just looking forward to playing through the rest of the game. And the story I would give probably so far an 8 out of 10, I suppose. I'm on the second to last mission, if I remember correctly. And it's a pretty good story, you know, no complaints. I didn't play Fallout 3, but it seems like it's pretty much the exact same thing as Fallout 3, but switching 2 different roles. Because I do know how it ends, of course. I heard about it a long time ago. And yeah, so that's what I've been playing, like 100%, and I do want to play some more Halo 5 because they did upload some stuff, or update some stuff, I suppose, and now you can play the community maps that they made in the Forge, so that's a good thing that Halo 5 has going for it, and the Halo subreddit has been alive with a lot of awesome GIFs lately that's been really getting me in the mood. But, yeah, I think that's about it. Oh, and I saw Star Wars, The Force Awakens. If you guys follow me on Instagram, you can look up Pretty Chill Guy, at Pretty Chill Guy, and I'll link that down below, I suppose, if you guys are interested in that. But I went to go see Star Wars The Force Awakens, and it was a huge disappointment. I was not a big fan of that movie. I would give it a 6 out of 10, 3 out of 5, I suppose, if you simplified that fraction. But it just wasn't my thing. You know, some people like it, some people don't. I'm just an original trilogy guy. I like 4, 5, and 6. And I really liked episode 3, the one with Anakin and Obi-Wan, whenever Anakin is getting ready to, spoiler alert, turn into Darth Vader. And I really enjoyed that episode. But I suppose that's about all I have to say today. And my phone just lit up for some reason. Not entirely sure why. But yeah, so I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. This is probably going to be a weekly kind of video, whether it go up on Wednesday or Saturday or any other day of the week. I'm not really sure when it's going to go, but I do want to continue talking to you guys, and I do want you guys to feel like you are part of my life, because you are a part of my life, and I want you guys to get to know me like we were back in the day before I stopped doing these kind of videos, because I know a lot more of you have found the channel, and I know a lot more of you have started watching my videos on a pretty week-to-week basis, so that's an awesome thing, and I do want you guys to get to know the real me, not just the scripted me that tells you guys about video game stuff. So, without further ado, I want to thank you guys for watching this edition of my rambling series, and I'll talk to you soon. Peace.